everyone, and welcome. We are surrounded by pageantry and tradition, and it's clear to see that college football will be at its best today. The kickoff unit about to go to work. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And now we'll get a look at this offense for the first time today. And here's the man they want to get the ball to in this passing game. This is the type of receiver, David, when he's covered, he's still open.
He's still putting that hand up in the air. Coach, I'm still open. And more importantly, his quarterback knows that. They're going to move him all over the field. They're going to feature him on offense. They're going to make sure he gets a lot of touches, whether he's open or whether he's open, because he's always open.
Trying to start the drive with a pass. He's going for it all. And the pass is intercepted. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it first down at the 42.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
They'll run this play from the pistol. They'll start this drive with a pass. Quickly to the tight end. Still running at the 40. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. Texas A&M going up tempo.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
And these are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. You don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. These teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team. You know, this is a running back who wants the ball, and he wants the offense to run through him. Really nice job there on the third down of this opening drive for his offense. I can't wait to see what kind of game this guy's going to have.
Off play action on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Wheeler. And he just couldn't get started. Goes down behind the line of scrimmage, and they'll lose yardage on the completion. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The give to the back. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-game land.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
No good. After the miss, no change in the score. First down here for the offense. He wants to throw. They'll run the screen. He makes the stop, and a nice pickup there on first down. Leaves them in second and manageable. And they'll come to the line just needing a few chain links for a first down. He's looking for a man on second down. Going deep. And he's got it at the 25. Steps into the end zone for a touchdown. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Texas A&M has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish strong.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down the end zone.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Give to the running back. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
When you think Texas A&M football, man, you think running the football all the way back to R.C. Slocum, a great Aggie head coach. You just want to be the more physical team. You want to be imposing your will. This guy right here toting the rock has the ability to wear and grind on defenses. He brings that physical presence to this offense.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Quickly complete. Tackled immediately after the catch.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break.
Got the completion, but still looking at a 3rd down. Back to pass, it's O'Neal. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. Stopped after making the catch. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And now on 2nd down for this offense. He's looking to throw. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
I don't really have the words to describe this eloquently. I just know that it's going the wrong way.
If they don't pick up this 3rd down, let's see if they trust their field goal kicker after the miss on the last drive. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Grab behind the line. It's Campbell. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. He just didn't have a chance to get loose and make his way to that first down marker.
And I think fans get upset sometimes. Like, run your route past the sticks so we get the first down. But nice job by the defense understanding where the sticks were and forcing the 4th down.
Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
They came out humming on this drive, and now it's first down from the 36. On the option. He'll toss it. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On 2nd down, wants to throw. Using the quick game. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. They'll give it to the back. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice a safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down, because the RPO game's been a problem.
Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. Goes to the option. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
And the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well.
And guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play, because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's so hard to defend.
Last play didn't go as planned. Now 2nd and 10 from the 26. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Makes the grab.
I like the mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throwing the football. That's when you catch it, big fella.
They've controlled the football on this drive. The 8th play will be a 3rd and 3. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
Hey, how about this offense deciding to run the football, be physical, find a hole, get downhill, Palmer, and get the first down?
Yeah, and it helps, too, when you got a running back like this guy. He just knows how to fall forward and get those hidden yards. Big weapon in this offense.
On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. With the run on 1st and goal. Sprints into the end zone for a touchdown. They'll try to add another to their lead.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the 2nd level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to pay.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And sometimes you've got to know when to give it up. As a quarterback, you feel it. You can't hold that second too long. Bad things can really happen. You can tell the clock went off, and he was throwing that puppy away.
Throws to the back. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Offenses know and work on it all week. Third downs. We've got to be really, really good. This offense not good on this 3rd down. It could come back to bite them.
And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. They wanted to set the tone, strike quickly. Jesse, they've done exactly that up to touchdown.
And this quarterback has been dialed in, too. He's been so good reading coverage, going to where the open guy is with the football. And they've been up and down the field, David, so far.
And this defense needs to make something happen right now. You've already given up a couple touchdowns. Your offense has got nothing going. Still early in the game. Get a stop. Create some momentum for your offense.
There's a difference between being methodical and thorough and slow. They were slow, and they got the flag. First down for this offense. The option look. The the pitch. Got room at the 35. The expressway is wide open. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
They'll run the option. Now the toss. And that one will go in reverse. The defense all over that pitch on the option.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. Here's the handoff. And he's knocked down. And with that last carry, into triple digits, over 100 yards for the day.
Man, he's showing you power. He's showing you speed. He's showing you make you miss. He really is showing you he's a complete back. And by the way, it's still the first half.
They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
Offensively, are you going to take 4 to 6 every play? Yes, please. Sign me up for that. I'm going to take that every single time. Great job by the offense. Staying patient, staying true to who they are. You want to run the football. You want to be physical. You want to establish yourself. Check, check, check.
Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. Pulls and fires complete. Makes the catch and knocked down.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. On second down, he's looking downfield. Flips it out in the flat. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down. Here's 1st and goal, and a touchdown here might put this thing out of reach by halftime. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. A first down run on the doorstep. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
You just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision making.
Trying to find his man on first down. Quickly complete. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Dropping back, it's O'Neal. Fires to the middle. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. forcing the incompletion.
He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Fires to the big fella. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. So now on comes the field goal unit. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. After the missed field goal, still down by 21 points, guys. Looks as if we're set to crank it up here in the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Williams. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on 4th downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
And the Aggies want to crank the tempo. Snap it to the back. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physical. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They're just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when you decide to run.
He'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. And the offense takes the field, ready to go back to work. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Snagged in the middle. It's Smith. And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the end route there.
3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. The give to the back. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
On the option, he'll toss up. And the 4th option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one.
And the defense is going to have more plays like that. He has had a ball game so far, running wild all day long. Defense finally comes up with a stop, maybe get a little momentum here.
Over 100 yards already in this game. So if I'm on defense here, I'm adding more guys to the box, anticipating that they're going to continue to give this guy touches today.
He wants to throw here on 2nd down. He's going to take off. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this game.
just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32.
There's an example of the offense taking advantage of all the attention the defense is giving this outstanding running back. Remember, he's one of the best in the game. They're expecting him to get the football. So the quarterback says, you know what? I'll just keep it. No one's keying on me. I'm going to get upfield and find an explosive play.
They've got it down to the 32. First and 10 coming.
42, Spider.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Cricket.
Out of the gun, they give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Maybe that stop shows this defense is tightening up, especially in the run game. The offense, frankly, they've been able to do whatever they want to do. They just handed the ball off. This guy's having success left and right. No, sir. No, Moss. Get it together.
They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
They're looking to pass from the red zone. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time the defense blitzing, offensive line allowed everybody to run upfield, and they slip in the running back screen, and behind it, there was nobody there to make a tackle, and this offense generates a massive play.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Running back searching for a hole. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did.
Snags it with the sticky fingers and strolls in with the sweet feet for the touchdown. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Salt enter wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
That last completion sets them up on second down. Back to throw, it's O'Neal. Unloads to the wideout. And he's lucky to get that one back. His junior quarterback knows better than to try that too often.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback in this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync. And that's what...
And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. Bringing it back. He goes out of bounds at the 7-yard line, but what an opportunity after that pick.
Man, this defense did a perfect job understanding the situation. You know you got the lead. You know they're going to be passing. And you come after the quarterback, get the big hit. You get pressure on the quarterback, good things happen, and they make the big INT.
Motion from the offense. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone for a touchdown. They built a comfortable lead and trying to hang on for a Week 13 victory. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
And he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him, maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with the system.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much.
Makes the grab on the left side to the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
Well, this offense has not put their best product on the field today. They've got no points to show for any of their efforts so far, but they've still got a chance. But if it's going to happen, it has to happen now in this 2-minute situation. This is where their playmakers need to step up.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play.
At this point in the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Catch in the middle, it's Tees. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. The Aggies have this offense rolling.
29 Philly. 2-0.
The give to the big fullback. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down.
I love it. What a play call. Going to the fullback in the running game, and he shows you that he's got some ability. This guy was a big-time high school running back, and he shows you the wiggle. He's got some ability to break tackles, and he helps his offense out.
Gets it out quickly. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage.
And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. It won't matter much in the outcome, but a little extra stat padding is nice. This game is almost certainly decided already, but the good news is for the next game, guys still flying around, still playing hard, not really hanging their heads.
Long season. This is early in the season. Still got plenty of time. Still find out which plays you like, which you don't, and keep running them, keep getting better at them. So use this as practice.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
They've got 4 receivers out there, 2 on either side on 2nd and 3. He uncorks one deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. And now on first down after converting with the run.
Really really been impressed by the balance we've seen from this offense so far in the game, but I think you got to give a lot of the credit to the run.
Lost one deep down the right side. And he'll pull it in inside the 20. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just added their total.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
On the move from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. To the air, it's O'Neal. Stands in and takes the hit. We hit the 2-minute warning, and this offense is desperate to make something happen and do it in a hurry. The incomplete pass leaves him with second down. He's looking to throw. He's going up top here late in the game. He is going to have nightmares about that one. A big gainer right there for the taking, and he missed it.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room.
He lobs one high down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. Slips through the line. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. On the ground, it's Rivero. A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. 6-9-1, Gators scored. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today. And the defense gets the big third down. Hey, I don't know if they're going to go for it on fourth down, but the defense is continuing to fight, continuing to hustle, continue to fly around. Like these are positive signs from a group that you know needs to continue to grow, needs to continue to build, needs to continue to get better.
They'll go with the running game on fourth down here. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll come out throwing on first down. Got it set up on the outside. Timeout called by the offense. 29 seconds left on the clock.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. And you just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
This offense has a second down play. He leaves it with his back. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. On the run, still looking. He'll try to do it himself. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Any way you can in your freshman season at quarterback, and he gets it done on the ground. Timeout is called with just a single second left. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Softened him up with a run. Now to throw. Got the back over the middle. And he takes it in on the final play of the game. He played through the echo of the whistle, and they did that with the ceiling touchdown.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out, they take the figurative sledgehammer and hit